Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Skyreach and the Prot Warrior. We're doing a double whammy. Many of you asked me to do a closer inspection of the Skyreach because it is, frankly, gorgeous. Let's take a goosey-goosey. Yeah, it's pretty fucking awesome. There's no doubt about that. I like it. I like it a lot. There's a lot of love gone into this dungeon and it's well worth being excited about your chance to get in here. So I'm going to do the old school way of looking at it. I'm going to talk about the warrior tanks pretty early on in the video, and then we're going to just explore Skyreach and show you some of these difficult trash mobs I talked about in the overview of this dungeon. Give you a better idea of what's going on. In terms of my tank, these are the talents I'm using at the moment. Enraged Regen is gorgeous. I absolutely love this as a 1 minute cooldown. It's so cool. And also, I'm using multi-strike. I'm using armor food because, you know, we've got to keep it proper. We are taking our tanking very seriously and all that kind of good stuff. How is the warrior playing right now? Let's get started. Let's just unleash the beast on this one. It's playing very much as it does in Mists of Pandaria, so you've nothing to worry about if you like the warrior in Mists of Pandaria. It's actually just very similar, and I'm okay with it because the changes that have occurred are in fact just to the talent system, which is more, as if you check my arms video, it's more of a way of dictating how your warrior will play than ever before. The basics are there, the foundation is there in terms of how the class is, with your shield slams and your devastates and your avengers and all that kind of stuff that we're used to, all that good gravy. But what we're actually looking at more than anything is how the talent system affects it, okay? How the talent system affects it. And that is one of my main criticisms, actually, with this, is how the talent system works. Let me just get this heroic leap ready to go. Right, this trash sucks, by the way. As you can see all the different names, lots of things going on here that can really suck. I actually prefer to target the blood feather first. I wait like 5 seconds, and then I pop a shockwave, because these mobs can be stunned, but they can't really be interrupted or anything like that. That makes them extra friggin' sucky, by the way. Really bad. So we can burst through this. I'm hoping my group is capable. I'm going to drop a Ravager on there. Like, you can see these mobs here with this solar heal. They can't be interrupted or anything like that, which makes them really annoying. Really super annoying. And you can see the reason we target that Blade Feather, is he called? Yeah, the Blade Feather first, is that charge essentially one-shots people. It really does essentially one-shot people, and it's a real bummer. You can see our rogues here already has cheat death procs. Now, we've got a patrol coming here. I'm actually going to pull this now because it's a bit of a pain in the ass later on. So let's get this ready. I'm going to drop a stun on them now while we get into position. Now, there's a Blade Feather in here, so I'm going to give people the target option on that as well. And at the minute, I have no DPS. That flashbang. There's so many things in here that can't be interrupted. You guys know how much I sort of encourage you to get your interrupts rocking and rolling. Really, it's just not going to happen, unfortunately. A few things are interruptible, but a lot of them are not. Like Flash Heal and stuff like that, and Solar Heal, as he'll put out right now. So we can get a shockwave, but we can stun. So let's take full advantage of that stun, right? Disorientate, major bummer. This is going to be a time for an enraged regen. Boom! Pop my health back up, baby. Nice. Let the healer have a little bit of relaxation. There goes the big dangerous mob. Let's finish off the healer. Because you suck. Thank you. Down you go. After this, we'll give our healer... Who's healing us? It's so annoying having heals that can't be interrupted, by the way. It's like one of the first times in World of Warcraft I've seen NPC trash with non-interruptible heals. I can't think of another time that happened, and that really sucks. We're rocking with a Paladin healer. All right, so we might have a little bit of downtime, but nothing too crazy. Okay, so these don't have the Blade Spear in them, but they do have this Prism Crafter. Prism Crafter friggin' sucks. Prisms are essentially totems, yeah? Essentially totems. So... as you can imagine, a lot of totems really suck. Our healer doesn't want to drink yet. I'm down with that, dude. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get the bloodbath going. And I'm going to throw a Ravager down as well. Extra deeps. The best way to deal with this trash, especially in pugs, like you won't be like this for heroics potentially, is really to be bursty. Bursty, bursty, bursty. Just try and burst this trash down as fast as possible. You're going to have a better time. As you can see, this thing carries, what's it called? Super Healing Nova. Yeah, that's the prisms. That's why we kill the prism guy first, yeah? Super Prism Nova? No thanks. Do not want Super Prism Nova in and around my face. Tanky tanks. Before we get to this first boss, we'll talk a little bit more about the Prot Warrior. This trash pack is excessively suck, okay? Get your shield wall ready. We'll try and survive without shield wall. I think we can probably get away with a demo shout. But there's enrages and all sorts of shit going on here. They cannot be stunned. Oh, glory to the Hypnotoad. So what I'm waiting for here is I'm going to keep block up to really sort of negate that damage. But I want to watch my health bar going a little bit nuts. And when that happens, we're going to be doing like a last stand enraged regen sort of effect. Let's keep shield block up. You can see it now. There we go. There we go. Ow, 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 ow. The face. The face. You see how everything's red? Let's use a demo shout. Reduce that melee damage. Keep the blocks going. Keep the shield barrier up. Active mitigation. Ho! Oh, I'm actively mitigating like a boss, and we survived with only 3 cooldowns. Nice! Nice, be ready for that pack. Oh my god. I have kept the damage meter in as normal, but of course, please bear in mind that damage tuning isn't done yet. Yeah, damage tuning is not done yet, so don't be picnicking about anything. Okay, is our healer drinking? He is not. Alright, here we go. One of the most spectacular bosses in here. It's got a nice early shield block on. I can solo this boss as a tank, so most tanks should be aware of that. Don't be impressed by anybody soloing this. It's actually very, very easy. It's not about his personal damage. So we're watching for wind walls tanks over there. That's alright. We'll stay here for now. This wind wall is going to create this effect. Now, dangerous, right? Look at this. See that? Yeah, he does the charge that the Blade Fist does, and it's very nasty. Where's that one going? Over there? Okay, so we're going to position ourselves now nicely over here. If I was soloing this boss, I would be going for more of a shield barrier effect. And this is why we pay attention to where the wind walls are, because we want to be in a place where people aren't going to get absolutely wrecked by it. Okay, so as a tank, we have to be a little bit aware. Let's use our enraged regen here. There goes the Blade Fist. This should disappear now. Nice. And we'll move ourselves back over here. Now, the wind wall does land on players, so you're kind of watching where players are. This is on me, so let's just do a leap over here. Get ourselves into some nice space. Very nice. And here comes the 4 winds again. So what we're hoping for, yeah, is the 4 winds travels this way. 4 winds could travel either way. We would have been a little bit more precarious if it would have traveled the other way, I guess we could say. Let's get a Ravager down here. I think we're going to be here for a little while. Disappear, 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 disappear. Please. Thank you. And then move you back into my Ravager. Nom, 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 nom. It's now getting a bit dangerous over there. This is still the safest place to be. It's actually quite cool that the ranged are handling this. It does drop in melee as you saw. Oh, one shot. Yeah. One shot. Down you go, buddy. It's a pain in the ass. Melee. I'm sorry, guys. I don't design it. You know what I mean? It's not my design. So we're going that way. Right, I'm going to delay it as long as possible. I don't particularly want to go that way. Let's put the barrier on there. Nice. That's okay. Which way are you spinning, Windwall? Let me guess. You're going to spin that way. I knew it. Oi! Circle round. A lot of fun. A lot of fun, this boss. Lots to pay attention to. Put a block up. We're nice and safe here. Where's that wind wall going? Over there. Beautiful. Now, this wind wall sucks. I believe I'm the only melee, so I'm going to shoot over here. Do not, if you do jump over, you still hit the barrier. Yeah? Still hit the barrier. Let's pop it in Rage Regen. I'm actually loving in Rage Regen with the ideas of Resolve. So cool. Compared to the other talents in the Prot Warrior tree, pff, not even close. I don't think so. I think the others need some rebalancing. What have we got? Second Wind. Second Wind's alright, but you're going to be dying to do it. It's not like an active cooldown, which I always prefer. Impending Victory is, you know, it's pretty useless. Yeah, these talents here. Let's read these. Devastate reduces the rage cost of Heroic Strike. Heroic Strike's fucking shit, right? It's absolute shit. Let's check it. Like 4K? Fuck off. What a bag of shit. So why is that here? I don't know. I can only think that Gladiator's stance is kind of responsible for this. It's give us DPS talents in a time where Vengeance is gone. Sudden Death, On Use, Execute? What? Compared to Heavy Repercussions? I don't know. I don't know. Old school tanks, you'll like this, is you can totally hold aggro on this mob by just using Heroic Throw. And I've been thrown off. No! I didn't get far enough away. We can rescue this. We can rescue this. This mob is actually a ton of fun. If I didn't get caught up there, probably through chit-chatting, but that's the way it'll go. Go, 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 go. This mob, that bird mob just throws you over the top of his head and then charges you. So all you do is drag him down to that platform, and he'll just throw you backwards and forwards. I've done it perfectly every time since I've been in here, except, of course, when I'm on film, so you guys can call me a scrub-a-dub all day. I have no issue with that. Everyone still alive? No. Oh, I'm almost there, though. I'm so close. Come here. Yes. Alright, I can show you now. This is how you deal with this mob. You get him like here. Okay, so he's looking at you. And he throws you off. What? He threw me sideways. You know what I could do? I could cut it. I'm not going to. You guys can laugh. But that guy does, generally, he'll throw you in a perfectly straight line. So as I was focused to go to the other end of the platform, he kind of threw me a squiff. Feel free to rewind. I was totally telling the truth. But there you go. Of course, on film, this is what goes down. Embarrassment for later. You know what it was? I wasn't flasked. I was a total nub and wasn't flasked. So that's what's going to do it. Let's have our multi-strike. Ooh, don't fall off again. That would be bad. And eat our food. Yeah, these talents don't make any sense to me. Ways of increasing DPS, essentially. I've gone with Heavy Repercussions because it's more regular. And especially for 5-mans, I'm more interested in little regular bursts rather than Hoping for an execute that doesn't hit for a lot. Did I execute the boss? I didn't execute that mod. Let's see if I can shot the boss. Ranjit. There we go. Damage. I don't think I used execute. I'll use execute on the next trash, and you can kind of see how much damage it does. It's not a lot by any means. It's really a small amount. You're not going to resonate this? What are you doing? Why? Come on. He's there. You're going to wait. Oh, you're buffing. Oh, he's from Russia. Does not trust the American. Oh, ooh, touchy subject, I know. Oh, we didn't even kill it. Oh, good. Goody gumdrops. Goody gumdrops. Okay, now I can do it properly, maybe. Come on. Go back. Yeah, for DPS, stand right in the middle. You're going to have a good old time with that. And that should throw me to there. Thank you. And then he throws me there, and he does that little knockback. And that is it. That is how you deal with this boss. Thank you for giving me another chance to show this. And there. Thank you. And charge me. Thank you. And that is how you deal with it, okay? I told you I knew what I was talking about. He was just not playing fair last time. He just was not playing fair last time. Yes. Very impressive, Mr. Dreadraven. Oh, God, he turned slightly. I'm doomed. I'm absolutely doomed from the turn slightly. No. He's good. He's good. He's good. Thank you. Every time. It's the nature of being somebody who films themselves play, believe me. It'll go perfect every time until you stick that camera on. Oh, I can execute this. Let's see how much damage execute does. Execute, spam, execute, execute. Right, so execute is hitting for 4k, 3.8k. Like, what the fuck is that talent? This sudden death business. 10% chance to get a 4k. It's like the same as Heroic Strike. It's so bobs. I'm sure the damage bonus from Shield Slam is not much better, but frankly, the whole area is lackluster. I believe we have, in this one, a Prism Crafter. No, it's the Illuminated Crafter, so we're going to try and kill him first. And let's go. Again, waiting like 4 seconds and then the sun. You can see all the spells start coming out then. Should give you enough time to get some really sick burst into these mobs and get that out there. There we go. Trinket down. He was trying to craft that stun trinket then. Again, still trying to interrupt. Always trying to interrupt. It's force of habit, man. I need to remember that, you know, these spells just can't be done. Enrage regen, go. Got to lay on hands anyway. No big deal. That bird over there, if you're wondering why I'm not tanking it, it's ways over there. It actually has a fixate. Fixate, no good. Fixate, no good. Right, good time for a stun. You can see the fixate over there. So, and it doesn't do a lot of damage. It's not worth crying about. Whoa, disorientate. It's called Flashbang, that spell. We'll see if we can get some loveliness going on with it. Come on. Come on, kill the... Let me mark the healer then, I suppose. Let's mark the healer. This is the guy, the one casting Flash Heal. He's the one. I've got a stun waiting for you, friend. If you don't kill me. Don't kill me. Be a friend. Ah, shockwaved you. You happy? You like me now? Do you? So Flash Heal's interruptible, but Solar Heal is not, for those of you wondering. Ah, finished off with Execute. And I know what you're thinking now. If you would have used Execute from the beginning, that would have been fine. Ah, that Flashbang has such a low cooldown as well. I think it is interruptible, but I've only been able to do it the once in the pack, because the other mobs are frankly more dangerous. Nothing more, nothing less. Victory Rush, healing nicely. You'll also notice there's a lot of healing coming from Blood Craze. Very cool addition to the spec is the permanent blood spec, the permanent blood craze. Essentially, it's really, really nice. You can see there it's healing for 4,000 now, but I think my resolve is pretty weak. Yeah, 40% increase, nothing special, nothing like we're going to see in raids. That's for damn sure. So the next boss coming up now is the one that I bigged up quite a lot. Let's be honest, I bigged this thing quite a lot. I said it's a joy to tank. So, given our tradition with the Dreadraven, we're likely to have a really awful time with it. But we'll see what we can do. So this guy over here, this Dark Animus looking jabroni, is pretty much going to do a couple of things. One, and it's all about the tanking this. If your tanking does things correctly, you should be pretty good for your DPS to just kill it very, very quickly. So you can see these ads around the side with these lights in. They're going to be shooting at the boss with these lasers, and they heal him, which is obviously bad. And that's for the tank to absorb. And on top of that, he's going to be doing a smash. Now, what you're going to notice is his right-hand smash. We actually have to manually monitor his animations here, which is cool as well. I like paying attention to the game like that. Is his right-hand smash is kind of slow and very easy to predict. Hopefully, I'm now going to get hit by it every time. His left-hand smash has kind of a buggy animation. It's a little bit quicker. It's a bit of a pain in the ass, if I'm honest. So we're likely to take some damage from that. Let's go. And see what he pulls off for us today. Now, blocking should be quite nice. I believe smash can be blocked. There's smash. So you can see that left-hand smash. It kind of bugs. He kind of like hits the floor and then doesn't do much. Now, there's no set pattern to this. You just have to flat out pay attention. Ooh, slightly hit by that one. I need to be here for the light. That's okay. Unless somebody else is soaking the light. There's burst. This is the thing that hits everybody in the group. Always got to pay attention. That was the left. Let's see if there is a pattern. I don't think there is. Next one should be right if there is a pattern. Ah, it was right. Is the next one left? Let's see. Oh, no one's got it. It was left. Okay, there might in fact be a pattern here, which is a little bit of a learning thing for me as well, which is very cool. I don't like that people absorb one. Right hand. Dodged. Okay. And left hand? Right hand, left hand? Are we playing right hand, left hand? Yes. Okay, this is oh, this is actually much easier than I thought now. I'm actually a little bit sad. Because it was, it used to be a little bit harder. Burst, no big deal. Put our bloodbath back on. Right hand, get out of the way. Wait for left hand. Ah, no, it was right hand. Aha, you tricked me. You git. That was supposed to be left hand. What a swine. What a swine. You played me for a fool and I walked straight into your trap. What a fucker. I knew it. I got complacent. Paid for it. Paid for it with my life. Now I'm all scared. Right, it was left again. Oh yeah, balls to you, buddy. But the faster left-hand one is nowhere near as dangerous as the right-hand one. The right-hand one is the real pain in the ass. And also, DPS is if you're going to soak this thing. This is just for. This is this isn't anybody in particular, but if you are going to soak some of them. Soak them all, because it's really annoying as the tank. I've got to say, it's using rage regen there. It's really annoying as the tank if you only do a few of them. Left hand, dodged, nice. Because now, once somebody does the first couple, I'm not going to be paying attention to it, right? I mean, you're doing it. That's that's the message I receive when people do that. I think I actually moved out of that and moved back in, which is pretty cool. We're doing fine here, by the way. This is absolutely fine. Dodge that. Was already on the move. Gutted robot. See, someone's soaking it now. Why do some and not the others? I don't know. Ah, moved into it. It's really not too bad, though, if you as you can see, if you could dodge the majority. The right hand's the most dangerous one, for sure. Put a shield absorb on. Nice. Right hand smash. I knew it. Called it. Haha. And switch that. Don't want you healing. Let's use a shield wall for safety purposes. Don't want to cause a wipe at this point. Left hand. That left hand smash animation is so buggy. It really is so buggy. And down you go. Nice and easy. So, very interesting tank fight. You kind of... Obviously, you can miss a few. Come on. You can miss a few. This isn't the twins. Yeah! This guy's so pleased. Fuck yeah, buddy. Didn't even go below 75% mana, Mr. Healer, bro. That's alright. Daddy taking less damage. Just kidding. Just kidding. I don't want to upset anybody who's annoying by my mechanics. Right, these tanky tanks... These are very much fixate-based mobs, unfortunately. Your best solution is to try and stun and try and kill, okay? And also drop a demo shout if people look a little bit scary, a little bit on the frightened side. You can see there they go with the fixates. So try and get as many as you can. Missed one. What can I do? If you're gonna do that to me, there's not much else I can do. So it managed to save my demo shout though. You've also got your intervene if people are really scared. You know, I've got safeguard on here, so it's no big worry. People aren't going to die to it. A healer who's awake is going to deal with that pack. Let's get into this one. Got my shockwave back from with the inevitable nightmare that's about to ensue. Keep shield block up for AoE packs, of course. Fixate should be 3, 2, 1 now. Ha ha ha! Such timing. Yeah. Going for the healer. Give that guy a safeguard. Can taunt them back. You can see they're a little bit dangerous. Let's give them a demo shout for this one. Let's reduce that damage down. Oh, it's a demo shot that's only affecting me, right? They changed it. Well, sorry, less damage to the shouting warrior. Okay. No big deal. No big deal. Oh, he can't talk through the fixate either. Okay, so lessons learned. Bit of a stun then. Never out of options. So it's one thing I love about the warrior. Never out of options. Even when you have like false ideas in your head about how trashes works. This is only the 3rd time I've been here. The 2nd time as a tank. It's always nice to pick up new tricks, because this is what's going to help you in the long run when you're tanking this dungeon. Certainly as you go into heroics, into the challenge modes. I don't think this does anything particularly scary, because it's the pack before the boss, I'm pretty sure. So let's pull these way back. Now we're going to move on to the most boring boss in here. Now, I haven't done this as a warrior, but I can't imagine it being any more difficult at all. This is a boss that requires active mitigation, and it's basically down to the DPSs. So ideally, I think there's a few people in here who've probably never done this before, and that means we might have a sticky situation, potentially. Go Ravager. Do your thing. But we'll see. As a tank, we've just got to use our active mitigation. Really? You know what I mean? It's not difficult. We've done it before. It was a cool mechanic at first, but it's, you know, it's... I think even one time that mechanic is done to death. Perhaps there's people who've not done the Klaxi. Maybe. Not many, right? Can't be that many people who haven't even done it on LFR. Okay. And we're damaging already. Of course we are. Why would we not? Why would we not? So, one of the things I want to check... Ooh, that wasn't the spell I was hoping for. That is not the droid you were looking for. So, shield block works fine, which is cool. Barrier works. Wow. Okay, barrier works. This makes it even shitter for a warrior, I'm afraid. Which is a little bit sad. Yeah, it's even shitter for a warrior than a DK. Like a barrier on anything. What's the minimum barrier? Like 20 rage or something? Crikey. So I just sit here and press barrier every time he casts Pierce Armor. It is a reasonably quick cast, but whatever. So you can see the actual crux of the fight is this going on around here, which is killing these solar flares. Well, that's apparently what's supposed to happen. Our DPS seems to just be attempting to avoid them at all costs, which isn't going to work out too well. They do hit for quite a lot of damage when they land. Just kill the boss. Fuck it. Fuck y'all's mechanics. I get it. I've been there, guys. I know what you're thinking. But this, from a tagging perspective, yeah, there's not much to do here. It's a little bit of practice to remember to use active mitigation, I suppose. But other than that, not so much. Shield barrier. Ah! Who just fell off? Tell me it was the hunter. Was it? No, it's the rogue. Oh, it's death from above. Oh, poor guy. That death from above. Why Blizz would give the rogue... give the rogue 2 ways of falling to their doom, I don't know, but I think it's fucking funny. It's hard not to believe it's funny. It's in rage regen. I'll just self-heal myself. I think we might be in a situation here where we're almost soloing this guy, which is fine. I mean, I have no issue with it. That pet seems to be putting in work though, so I'm okay with that. So you can see, I mean, I'm being a bit spammy here with my rage. I mean, it's a short cast, there's no doubt about that. I mean, I'm not having enough time to... Certainly not the length of time that a shield block could be up. But I wouldn't say that rage is in short supply by any means. Some of you will be okay with that. Let's use a demo shout. Just going to help the healer out a little bit. I'm not really sure why. Oh, it was killing... Yeah, the new... Well, a new way. Killing spree killed me. Oh, okay. So it wasn't death from above? You're not doing it right, dude. This is Warlords of Draenor. Dying by killing spree is so last year. It's all about dying from death from above these days. It really is. You need to get your shit together. A good tank, as you can see, is going to completely negate this entire mechanic. Yeah, this is... I'm supposed to... this Pierce Armor stacks up to 5 times. I'm going to let one hit me. I believe it's... there we go. 10% more damage. You can see if you don't do this, yeah, you run into problems pretty fucking quickly. But if you do it right, active regen, and rage regen, I should say. If you do it right, it's one of the most trivial fights I've ever come across. Some people like to call it like a breather boss. I don't even want to get into the breather boss discussion. I think that is so bizarre. I can't help but think that people are just asking for free loot at that point. In which case, good on you if that's what you want, man. I don't know. Free loot just sounds pretty sucky to me. I'd rather have cool bosses all the time. Yeah. Okay. 460k. Nice. So that fight was completely ignored by all the ads. Ignoring all the ads. And now let's do the best part of the dungeon. Woo! Anything else to talk about with warriors particularly? Not really. I don't think so. I would like to see more defensive options. As simple as that. This gladiator stance thing, I'm sorry guys, it's just gimmicky and shit. It's not required. Arms has almost 3 specs built into it already of DPS. There's no reason this needs to exist. When it comes to Ravager, it's pretty cool. fail to see the benefit of anger management from the point of a tank. I just don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. Ugh! Haha, heroic leaps. Get owned, suckers. It doesn't make sense to me to have this anger management thing. If the boss needs it and we need our shield wall or whatever, then fine. We'll get enough readiness to do it. Simple as that with anger management. We just don't... That's it, and then just get rid of it straight away. So Ravager is really the only choice, I think, which means this tier needs revamping. These could do... that. Blade Storm's a DPS ability. Yes, it's cool. I get that, but we're a tank, right? We're a tank. And if you look at the other tanking trees... for the other classes, there's far more defensive choices in here. The only real defensive choice in here for me is like Shockwave. Shockwave is an open defensive that we can't actually use on a boss. And Mass Spell Reflex, Safeguard, and Vigilance. These have a purpose and a nice use. The rest of them, not buying it. That's like Enraged Regen, great for tanking. And Safeguard Master. There's like 2 tiers here which affects my tanking ability at all, as far as I see it. Everything else is really superfluous crap. Yeah, Warbringer has its uses on certain fights, but if I'm stood in front of a boss, I'm not going to be using it. Same with Double Time and Juggernaut. I just don't buy into it whatsoever. Okay, now I do kind of want to CC what you can. These trash packs, by the way, you have a choice of either this one or the one over there. Both of them equally suck, especially this guy. This guy is just going to lie on the floor and put a protective barrier on something. Yeah, and that means they can't die. This one over here, I believe it's the magnifier, is the real fucking cheesecake. This guy frigging sucks. So let's try and kill him quickly. Now, the only way you can negate the protective barrier this thing puts up is with stuns. So as you can see, there it goes. So now, once that happens though, he has range. We can pull him the fuck away. Come here. There we go. And now he's free to be killed. Stun. Get out of here, buddy. I just don't want you in and around my area. I don't... Is that binding shot? Have you glued these two together? Because that would suck. I can't stun again. Ugh. Over here. Come on. There we go. It's really... This is the shittest trash. Fuck off. Go on, cast it. I fucking dare you. Oh, the shockwave failed me. Come on. There we go. Give me the execute. Execute. Execute before you can do it again. Thank you. All right. Did you really... I mean, I don't know. How? I don't know. Maybe their health is linked. I would like to think that the DPS didn't just do a shitload of damage to it. Nope. Rogue soloed it. Okay, cool. Very nice. Come to me, Sunflare. But that's the way you deal with that trash. Yeah, the one with the protective barrier is by far the most dangerous. This Solar Reflector, I believe, casts a spell called Warmth. That heals them almost to full pretty much straight away. So if you can CC the Solar Reflector, good times are to be had. Really good times to be had. Let's see if this is the one to cast it. I actually thought it was the skull, but it could be this one. Show me. Cast Warmth. 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 I remember you exist, Warmth. It might not even cast it if there's not another mob around it. I'm actually thinking that might be the case. In which case, if it's the only mob left, it's obviously not going to do it, which is fine. I don't think it can cast Warmth on itself, but Warmth will heal everything around it. So take pain out, Solar Reflector, CC if you can. Such a pain in the ass to have both the shield protector. As you can see, the nightmare occurs, right? You got a shield protector putting fucking barriers and everything, and then you've got that thing casting goddamn Warmth. Kiss my ass. What a bag of wank. Double bag of wank is this one. This thing just casts burn on people. There's not much else you could do about it other than try and live through it. There's no melee damage to speak of. It's just kill the fucking guy as fast as possible. Spam, 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 spam. Try and survive, try and survive. This is really down to the healer, so we'll use a bloodbath on this one. I'm going to use a barrier as well, considering the nature of this damage. Smash! Oh, I can't avoid that one. I didn't realise it did smash. That's nice and fun of you. You're such a bro. Keep Thunderclap Deep Wounds rocking and rolling. But we're now coming to the last boss. This is the boss that maybe we'll kill, maybe we won't. Okay? And so if we start having a wipe on this, then I'll probably end the video there. I think we've talked about everything you'd like to see. But you'll certainly see the mechanics. It's the guy who's based off the Lich King. There he is over there. He's based off the Lich King, and some people say Siegecrafter, but beams following you is one old school arse mechanic. Like, I mean, I know most people recognize it as being Siegecrafter, but for Christ, beams following you of fire is about as old school as it possibly gets. It really is. There's not much, there's no way that's something that could only be attributed to the Siegecrafter himself. No way. Is there anything else I want to mention about the warrior before we finish up here? I don't think so. I'd just like to see some more talent choices. This tier just makes no fucking sense to me. And neither does really Avatar. I mean, we just don't have that bursty moment anymore. We're a tank, right? My damage is only high here because this is a 5-man. In a raid, it's nowhere near. Absolutely nowhere near. So it's kind of silly. Let's see if we can make this better. Onyx, can you stun the Valkyrie each time? I kind of want this to go well. Kite fires away from middle, please. They don't disappear. Okay. I'm going to bring this guy back here because this platform gets filled quickly. So let's have plenty of room for the early Valkyrie. Is generally my thinking here. Solar Burst. Valkyrie. Valkyrie. Your master calls. And here they come. So as a tank, obviously, you want to help. You want to help. Now at the same time this is going on, what we're going to have is an ad spawning over there. Now it's not that big of a deal. Kite away, please. Kite away. I'll just stand in it. Do whatever the fuck you want, man. I don't give a shit. Now, this boss doesn't melee very hard. You can't turn your back to him. Interrupt. Now he needs interrupting. I'm going to use an early regen here. Shockwave. Get rid of the barrier. Interrupt. Come on, team. Okay, we're probably not going to kill this. We're probably not going to kill this just due to the lack of interrupts. I can't interrupt it on my own. This boss is a lot of fun, though. It's got to be said. I actually love it if he can pick up the healer. Kite it away from the middle. Not bad. Not bad. Let's go for a last stand. Healers should be free now, which is nice. Let's stick a barrier up while he sorts his life out. And let's move it back over towards the middle. Beautiful. All right. Maybe we're not too bad. It's a long fight. That's why the fires become dangerous later on. So we really have to pay attention to that. Okay, there's this. Interrupt that. Valkyrie, where are you? There. Give it a charge stun. I'm not bothered now about the shielding on the boss. Yeah? So that's the decision we're making here. The shield on the boss exists. It's a thing. No big deal. Nothing to worry about. Someone's kiting fires on top of us. That's a bit of a bummer. And then, heroic throw. Interrupt. Let's use a shield wall here. Use a victory rush. Camera angles not being bros. Interrupts on that guy. I'm not too bothered. Like, people might be get pissed about lack of interrupts like that. It's not actually that big of a deal. As long as their DPS is actually focused on the boss. So let's charge through here. We can get through that fire pretty quickly. I've got a shockwave ready. Use it now. Not seeing where the healer's doing his hodge or not. Someone's burning us again. I think it's the rogue. But we got this. Right, team? Alright, there's the ad. So a little leapy to there. That should bring us to there. Interrupt that. A little leapy for the ladies. Let's use our enraged regen again. That's why we put it on that short cooldown. Can't stun this one. There we go. Good. Okay. There comes Valkyrie. Oh, we got the hodge this time, though. Nice. That's more like it. Now we're getting a rhythm. And I've got shockwave in 1 second. Oh, someone died. You stood in flames again, weren't you? Which is a shame because that was the second best DPS we had. Which is a major bummer, but we'll be okay, I think. It's entirely possible we won't kill this. Let's move it back over here. I want to be as far away from the edge as possible. I would like to type don't be near edge. I'll do it in a second. Like that hunter. Fucking knew it. You could have called it a mile away, couldn't you? You could have said, I bet the hunter gets caught. I absolutely bet that hunter gets caught. Right, let's throw that now. Drop a shockwave on this. Ah, got you. Right, heroic throw it. Come over here. I'm going to move into interrupts, but I'll victory rush out of it. Cool. I've got active regen. Don't be near edge. I can't interrupt this one. Come on. Someone help me. Interrupts. That's pretty close to the edge. You know what? I'm just putting it out there. Pretty close to the edge. The flames are on me. Not much I can do about this one. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to kill this in time, which we might not be able to. Shockwave. Just manages to get off. Ah, I'm dead. Not much I could do for you there, pal. I'm sorry. All over but the singing. Oh, what a nightmare boss. He's a fun boss, though, right? He's a very, very fun boss, but this is typically the boss where people die. If you're not going to... You have to be very, very quick on multiple mechanics. So if it's the first time... I assume it's the first time most people have seen it, but that's all right. That's perfectly fine. Not going to bash him for that. That's a little look at the Prot Warrior, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. It's a lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun. Have a great day. I'll see you again.